Burlington High School. I'm Mike Kniff with Pete Selkowitz. We're here for the Oldies-But-Goodies League Final, the Burlington Parks and Recreation League. We have Artec against Gordon Stamp in the NBA. Pete, you explain that for us again.
Okay, the format for this league is that there's 16 teams in a league, and after a arbitrary 5-game round-robin series, there is established an NBA and an ABA division, NBA being the more competitive teams, and the ABA the less competitive teams. This is the NBA final, Mike.
Got the jump ball, Mike Thutt gets it. Mike Cassidy hustles. Knocks it off, Jim LaValle.
Jim LaValle.
LaValle, pardon me.
Burlington High School, ex-Burlington High School player.
Mike Cassidy in the corner to Lars Larson. Over to Dave Doubleday.
Dave Doubleday, I might add.
Franz hits it.
Dave Doubleday for Artec, number 4, is 50 years old. Mike, 50
wow.
Grandfather.
He doesn't look it, that's for sure. None to LaValle. You help me with that pronunciation. Mike Cassidy had trouble, turned the ball over. Sorry, Mike LaValle. Colin Sadler brings the ball in to Dennis Rule. He's short. Colin comes away with it. Sadler in the corner over to Jimmy Robbins, who hits it. They are missing Pete Akey, by the way. Gordon Stamp who is their leading scorer and rebounder, so they're going to have their hands full. Little trap.
Pete opted to go to Colorado on a skiing vacation.
Can you blame him, is the question.
Telluride. He's up in Telluride.
Oh, is that right? And I'm sure he's feeling guilty as all get out right now.
He's probably back in his condo dreaming that he'd be here right now.
We've got a 2-2 game early in the first half. Franz Cassidy wide open, takes a step and hits it. Mike Cassidy for 2. We've got a 4-2 game. Artec up on Gordon Stamp. Colin Sadler pushes to Jim Mooney. Little fake, good defense by Mike Thutt. And
really moved his feet to get in front of Jim Mooney.
Mooney gives the ball up. A little pressure at midcourt. Finds Lars Larson. He tries to find Franz. Dave Doubleday picked off by Colin Sadler. The pressure paying off. And he hits it for Sadler. That's his first hoop. Tried for the lob, ill-advised. Showtime. Rule takes it all the way and is fouled by Mike Cassidy, who immediately disputes the call from John Finnegan.
I want to say a little bit about Dennis Rule. Very good athlete, number 24, going to the basket, got fouled. He's a third-degree black belt, Mike.
Not a guy you want to foul.
No. Or get in the fight with in the back alley. He is a very good athlete.
He hits the first of 2. And he's got a brother on the team, too, Jeff Rule, number 21, who's not on the floor yet.
Who in the semifinals, Jeff, had an excellent game from three-point line.
Rule hits them both. We've got a 6-4 game at the 19-minute mark. More pressure from Gordons. It works again. Rule looks for Sadler, takes it to the hole, drops it off to LaValle. Franz comes down with it. He gets fouled. They got Colin Sadler, I believe, on that foul. His first, the team's second.
I think that might have been on LaValle.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was on LaValle.
All right, we'll try to check that. Yeah, we'll say LaValle for now. Larson, Franz open again in the middle. He dekes. Left-hander is sweet. And Franz, as always, is looking for the foul. One of the best low post players in the league. If you don't believe me, just ask him.
Paul is excellent down low. He uses his body well. He's a very good player down low.
Rule, a sweet move, buries it.
He looked like Hardaway on that for Golden State.
He did. A little of that El Paso two-step. Franz fakes, gives it up to Cassidy, who's open for 2. Cassidy's 2 for 2. He hits that one.
I have to add that Mike Cassidy, who owns Sunglow company, he sponsors a women's team, and they're all here. They had their game in the Burlington Women's League, and now they're here.
Oh, that's great.
I hear them in the background.
LaValle fakes and in and out. But Larson comes down with it, number 00. Gives it up to Cassidy. Pushes it to Franz, who's wide open. Ball fake. Head fake, Cassidy. Back to Franz, who cuts Mooney. Good acting job, no call. Franz comes up to it. Oh, look away past the thut. And he is fouled by Jimmy Robbins. Robbins, his first, team's third.
With the absence of Pete Akey down low, it's going to make it be very difficult for Gordon Stamp to contend with a stronger and bigger Artec team.
Especially Thut or Franz alone would be a handful, but they've got both of them to deal with down below. Thut on the line shooting the second of 2.
I think as the game wears on, it's going to become more evident the absence of Pete.
He misses the second. Mooney skies. Dumps off to Sadler. Sadler pushes. But Artec is back on D. Man-to-man defense for Artec now. Mooney takes it to the hole. Blocked by Thut. And Lars Larson all alone from Franz. He banks it home. Lars Larson with 2.
Nice outlet pass.
Very nice play by Franz. Mike Rule with the ball. Again, man-to-man. He is dogged by Dave Severance into the game now. Takes it, looks for 3. And Larson gets hammered with no call. Phillips looks, comes around, lays it home.
That was Robbins.
Jimmy Robbins with a nice move, using the rim to keep Mike Thut at bay. 11-10. With 15:58 to play, a 1-point lead for Gordon Stamp. We've got a foul. Sound effects by Lars Larson, foul by Jim LaValle. And wholesale substitutions, Jeff Rule in for Gordon's, along with Bob Cotter and number 34, Chris Nunnick. We've got 11-10 ball game. Gordon Stamp is up by 1 with 15.5 running time in the first half to play. To Mike Lyman, just into the game. Franz finds Cassidy. Cassidy shoots, misses for the first time. Franz tips it home.
Nobody boxed him out. He went from the left elbow all the way through the middle and tipped it in uncontested.
Franz with 6 points, a 3-point lead now for Artec. Pardon me, a 3-point lead for Artec, not Gordon's. 13-10. Mooney's open, head fake, nice left hand, and he hits it.
Let me talk about Mike Mooney for a second right here. Jim Mooney, that is. He played at Stonehill College, Division II team that plays St. Mike's in their same conference. He's a banker in town. Excellent player. Moved to town about 4 years ago.
Jim had a, as he shoots, as he converts the 3-point play, 13 all now, Gordon's and Artec. Jim also had a very bad knee, almost underwent surgery, but decided to tough it out for the year. He'll have surgery after this game. Deflected off number 34, Chris Nunnick. And Artec will retain possession. Dave Severance, who's taken the ball out of bounds, he bruised his ribs and was questionable for tonight's game, but he's in there, very good ball handler. He tries to find Mike Thut, deflected by Jimmy Phillips. It'll stay here. 14-11 and counting in the first half. We're at the Oldie-But-Goodies championship game, the NBA, which is the A-League here. Paul Franz gets the ball, finds Thut. Thut loses it to Franz. Franz throws up a prayer, doesn't go. Cassidy comes away, finds Lyman. Lyman finds Severance for 3.
Hit that.
Isn't there, and Phillips comes down with it.
That's Robbins. Robbins is tough.
Pardon me. We had Mike Phillips last game. Jimmy Robbins. Chris Nunnick. Man-to-man defense. Finds the second of the Rule brothers, Jeff. Jimmy Robbins.
Nice spin.
Got to travel, and Mike Thut got a mouthful there from Jimmy Mooney. 13-13 ball game still. Franz with the ball at midcourt. He looks. He finds Mike Lyman, who finds Dave Severance. Cassidy alone. Deeks takes it in the lane, gets away with a little walk, in and out. Again.
Robbins is doing a job on a defense.
Jimmy Robbins.
He's only 6 foot, but he's playing much bigger than that.
Bob Cotter gives it up. Franz comes up with it, and here comes Severance, 1-on-4. Pulls up wisely. Still a tie ball game. Cassidy at the top of the key. Thutt just now entering the play. Mike Lyman thinks about the three. Drives off Franz, and they just cannot handle Paul Franz. He's got 8 points, all of them from very close in. 15-13, Artek over Gordon Stamp. This is Jeff Rule. Thutt got a piece. Nice block. Thutt a force. Severance did not get there. John Finnegan right on the line, right on the call. 15-13, 12-23 to play and counting. Running time here in the first half for the first 20 minutes of 22. I'm Mike Kniff here with Pete Selkowitz. Bob Cotter takes the ball out of bounds to Jeff Rule. Phillips picks off Severance.
Nice.
Gets the ball. A little body English and a hook. Jimmy Robbins.
He's here to play.
6 points and a lot of boards for Jimmy Robbins.
For himself by setting that real nice screen, Mike.
That's whatever. Severance, it was the pick and roll. Thutt, little jumper, nice soft touch.
Mike does have a nice touch down low.
So that's 3 for him, 8 for Franz, 11 for the two big players for Artek. Jeff Rule brings it up slowly. Man-to-man still for Artek. Jeff Rule hoists it in and out. Who but Jimmy Robbins with the rebound?
He can hit.
Finds Rule again.
He really can.
Rule finds Cotter. Cotter finds Rule. They slow it down. Think about it. Nunnick stops a little lefty jumper. Nice touch. Did not drop. Thutt, who's doing it on the defensive boards, and it's Franz on the offensive boards. Severance. Nobody there. Franz got tied up with Jim Mooney, and the little dump down pass just didn't work.
Yeah, they're bumping down low, Mike. They're letting them play down low.
A little Big East going on out there.
Yep.
17-15 Artek. 11 minutes to play in the first half.
Mike Thutt seems to be a little tired right now.
He does. He's a little quizzical. Cotter with the left hand.
Nice block.
Sent back. Another block by Thutt. That's 2. Jim Lavalle looking around. Cotter into net. Another block by Franz of Nunnick. Thutt comes down.
Oh, good hit
Franz,
by the big man.
Franz was too far. He got the pass from
here we go.
Burlington just into the game. Thutt again. Oh, and a very fortunate foul there by Jim Mooney. For Mooney, that's his first, the team fourth, but that was an easy hoop for Franz, who, as is his habit, did not get back on defense that time. I can say that because I played with Paul in the Y League.
That was a smart foul by Mooney. Very smart foul.
Yep. Got a 2-point ball game. Artek up and with the ball. 10 minutes to play in the first half, running time. To Burlington, who's checked in. Severance, Burlington. Back to Severance, into Franz, against the zone. Mike Lyman wide open, a little deke, didn't go. And it goes off Lyman's hand and out of bounds.
On that sequence, excellent defense by number 33 in the blue, Bob Cotter. Excellent, made Lyman change his shot. He had to pump his shot, and as a result, missed a bank shot. Good defense.
And Bob Cotter checks out. Colin Sadler back in again at guard. Rule pushes it to Lavalle. He forces one up. No go. Franz again up to Burlington. To Lyman. They don't have the legs on with this 5 Artek. They don't have the speed, but Severance puts up a 3 and hits it. So I guess the Ribs are feeling okay. That's the first 3-pointer of the day for Artek. Or I should say of the night. 20-15, a 5-point lead. 9 minutes to go in the half. Rule. Jeff Rule. Finds Mooney. Mooney spins. Thutt got a piece, but he also got a piece of Mooney. That's Thutt's second, team's third. And
Mooney does know how to draw the foul down low, Mike.
Yep, he's
ball fakes, and
I think with Jim, like a lot of players, you wonder, you really wish you could have seen them back when they were in college without a bad knee, but he's still a fine ball player, no question. And he hits the first. In fact, we've got some of the best low post players in town playing tonight. Thutt, Mooney, and Franz.
Even though this league's an over 35-year-old league, it's very competitive.
And I don't know that there are a lot of younger big men who are better than these guys. It's kind of like the NBA. The big men can play for a long time. Lars Larson on the wing. And he is fouled by Jim Lavalle.
He might have 3 right now, does he, Mike?
I've got him for 2, but
Okay.
but it's well within possibility that he has a 3rd. Franz spins, banks it in and out. Nunnick clears
Moody's playing excellent defense down low. He's
to Rule. Dennis Rule to Jim Mooney. Mooney short, but Nunnick pounds and gets it.
He's a surprising player, Nimmick. He hangs around. He gets some great offensive rebounds. He's got good hands.
Nice left-handed touch.
Yep. Unorthodox release, but it goes in.
Lyman gives to Franz.
Uh-oh.
Soft touch in and out. That time Nunnick clears again. And a break. Sadler with Nunnick, with Rule.
Nice
With
pass.
Phillips to Rule. Rule knocked out of his hands by Burlington. It'll stay there. 2019, 7 minutes to play, and Artek up by 1. Rule looks, finds Nunnick, and Nunnick fouled by Larson. I think he got away with a travel. But that'll be Larson's first, the team's 4th. On the ground, the call was. So Nunnick may have gotten away with a little bit of an extra step in there. To Dennis Rule, he recovers, and he's fouled by Dave Severance. Reaching in, Severance's first, team's 5th by my count. Colin Sadler will inbound the ball to Dennis Rule. Man-to-man defense for Artek. They're staying in it. And there's Jimmy Phillips, dishes to Colin Sadler. Sadler short. Burlington comes down, finds Larson, races with Rule. Rule let it go. Got to grab that ball, don't you think, Pete, in that situation?
I think he was there in time to block off Lars Larsson from the ball. He really...
Back to Sadler. A little bit of a break here against the pressure. Dave Doubleday recovers. How old is Dave Doubleday, did you say?
50 years old.
Pretty amazing. Chris Nunnick spins, and a sweet, soft touch. That's his 2nd hoop, 4 for Chris Nunnick. Surprising some people out there, certainly surprising us. 2-1-2 zone for Gordons. Larson, Severance open. He'll put up the 3. Misses. Franz over the top.
Got away with a little foul on that one.
Jimmy Robbins had a legitimate beef, I think, but they end up with the ball, which is the important thing. And they're up 1. Gordon's by 1. 21-25 and a half to play in the first half of the Oldies-But-Goodies NBA or A-League Finals. Jimmy Robbins to Jim Mooney. Fakes over Franz and hits it.
For a big man, he has an excellent touch.
That's what we call a quality big man move there.
Yes.
Lars Larson.
Squared up, faced up, and shot it right over.
Yep.
Oh, Franz. Nice move.
2-3 passive 2-3 zone. Dave Doubleday finds Mike Lyman. Oh, he gets away with a walk. Dishes to Larson. Doesn't go. But we're going to get a foul. It's going to be on Colin Sadler. And for Colin, that's his, I think it's his first in the team's 6. We've got Lars Larson on the line. They may be the 7th. Shooting 2, misses the 1st.
Either way, they're in the bonus next time here, Paul.
I am not Paul Teeter. Get that straight, Pete. Lars Larson hits the 2nd. And we've got a timeout, so we're going to take a break here, too. 23-21 Gordon Stamp up on Artek with 4:24 to play in the first half of the Oldies-But-Goodies men finals at Burlington High School. Oldies-But-Goodies, Colin Sadler takes the ball out of bounds for Gordon Stamp. Chris Nunnick brings the ball up the floor where he's met by Paul Franz. Back to Sadler. 23-21, Gordon Stamp up by 2, first half, 4 minutes to go. Jimmy Robbins spins, and I think they got Mike Cassidy for a foul. Yep, Mike Cassidy gets his 2nd foul, team's 6th. So there will be no shot. Jimmy Robbins will just take the ball out of bounds. The next one will put him in the one-on-one.
Really impressed with Robbins.
Yep, Nunnick, a nice move. Dishes to Mooney. Franz gives it up to Severance. Nunnick is the big surprise for us. I've never seen him play before, and he's really played a fine game. Out to Franz on the wing. Mr. No-Look pass looks to Cassidy. Cassidy steps and hits. They're leaving him wide open. That's the 2nd time he's taken a step inside and hit the jumper. 23 all, 3.5 to play first half. Dennis Rule with the ball behind the back. Finds Jimmy Robbins. Robbins looks for Sadler. Takes a tough 3-pointer and buries it.
Very tough shot.
There is a man with some legs. Almost
Strong.
double pumped that.
Yep, strong player.
And a black belt to boot.
Excellent defense.
Paul Franz, surprised by Mooney, still brings it home too hard. Tips it, controls it.
There's some bodies flying around in there.
Paul Franz is the Moses Malone of Burlington. He puts it up, he taps it, he gets the ball, he gets it back, he's relentless. Doubleday, long. Jimmy Robbins about his 6th or 7th board. Sadler pulls up, finds Dennis Rule, who finds Chris Nunnick.
Ooh, it's a mismatch.
Severance hustles off his leg and out of bounds. It'll stay here.
There was a mismatch. They couldn't take advantage of it, but Nimick was down low against Doubleday. Significant height difference. Couldn't hang on to the ball.
Yep. Sadler, tough pass. Cassidy collects. 3-on-2. Cassidy at the free throw line hits another one.
That's his favorite spot.
He's hit 3 from there. He's got 8 for the game. Here's Chris Nunnick with the ball. Out to Sadler, and we've got a 1-point game. Gordon Stamp, 26-25. Mooney all alone, and he does not deliver. Call on the play on Mike Thutt, and he's not real pleased about it. That'll be his 3rd, I believe, and the 7th on the team, so we'll shoot 1-1.
That foul right there, Mike, was key. 2 minutes left in the first half. Thutt goes to the bench with 3 fouls. You get 5 in this league, so that was a pretty key call right there.
He'll sit for the last 2 minutes of the first half. Gordon Stamp by 1, 26-25, and actually that was a 2-shot foul that was called. So the whistle was a little bit late. The call was on the shot. Mike Thutt takes a rest, unwillingly. Mooney.
Missed 2 in a row.
Missed 2. Severance, that could have been a travel. Foul on Jimmy Robbins, I believe. Yep, it'll be on Jimmy Robbins. That's his 2nd. And the team 7th, and we're going to be shooting some free throws for the rest of the half. Gordon Stamp by 1, 26-25, 1:57 to play in the first half. Dave Severance will shoot 1-1. Severance at the line. Cassidy early. That's a lane violation. Mike Cassidy, who likes to sneak in there. I don't know if you've ever played against him,
Yes,
Pete,
I
but
have.
that's his favorite move.
But he was in there really quick.
Very early.
Very early.
I think if you're going to do that, you're better off saving it as kind of a surprise at the end of a game. Got a foul on number 4, Dave Doubleday, the oldest man on the floor who looks like one of the youngest other than the gray hair.
He's in excellent shape. He just had a baby boy, though, about a year ago.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, he's a grandfather, and he just had a baby boy.
Oh my gosh. So we got a black belt, we got a grandfather,
Yep.
got a little bit of everything in the Oldie-But-Goodies.
Yep.
Jeff Rule, in and out. Mike Lyman pulls up carefully. Forces it to Franz. Jim Mooney
Excellent
collects.
defense. Excellent.
Got it in the eye a little bit. Colin Sadler pulls up to Jeff Rule.
Jeff Rule can hit the 3. He shot one of them tonight, but he's a deadly 3-point. And
He
he's
goes
quick.
to the hole.
Oh.
Short Franz. Good D there by Dave Severance.
Excellent D. Good no call on that.
Dave Severance pushes, finds Dave Doubleday, who has a little trouble, to Mike Lyman, who pulls it out. And a very smart play by the ref, Jeff Vincent. We had a little girl who was straying close to the court.
Yeah, she still is. We need to get
So
her
she
off.
steps back. Cassidy will get the ball out of
That
bounds.
was Larry Lackey. That's the
Larry
official on
Lackey.
the sideline, yes.
I'm sorry, I was given incorrect information. Severance hits the 3. Dave Severance, his 2nd 3, and that puts Artek up by 2, 28-26, a minute left in the first half. Colin Sadler, good aggressive D by Artek now. That 3 helps him pick it up. Sadler, 3 seconds call on Bob Connor, and as Tommy Heinsohn likes to say, you see that call about once every 6 months. So 54 seconds left to play in the half.
It's true, Mike. You know, you see a Big East game, and I don't remember the last 3-second call in the Big East.
I think they need to widen the lane. Burlington looks for Franz. Good head fake. And he's going to get Mooney, and Franz is awfully hard to guard down there. Hey, pardon me, the call is on Bob Cotter, number 33. And we'll be shooting 2 shots, pardon me. It was on the shot. Paul Franz at the line. Can extend the lead. They're up by 2. hits the first cleanly. 29-26 Artek. Franz with another. Short. Mooney to Cotter. Cotter to Sadler. Artek gets back. Sadler to Mooney, 35 seconds. Mooney hits a sweet shot.
Beautiful release on that shot. Excellent rotation. 1 point ball game here, Mike.
Jim has 9 points, 3 hoops in the half. And we're probably looking at a final shot. 20 seconds left. Artek by 1. No, we're not. Forces it up. Severance just for 2, just inside the 3-point line. And they're up 3. Artek is up 3 with only 5 seconds to play in the half. Better hurry. Rule pushes, fakes, puts it up, short. No hoop. So at halftime of the Oldies-But-Goodies A-League, known as the NBA, we have Artek up by 3, 31-28, to 28, pardon me, over Gordon Stamp, and we'll be right back with the second half. Getting ready for the second half of the Oldies-But-Goodies final of the Burlington Parks and Recreation League, known as the NBA. We just sat through an exciting ABA game that was won on a last-second 3-point shot by Dave Taft. And I'm sitting here, Mike Kniff with Pete Selkowitz. We've got Artek by 3, 31-28. Pete, what's going to happen in the second half?
Well, in order for Artek to expand upon the 3-point lead, Mike, they need to continue to get the ball inside into Paul Franz and Mike Thutt. Mike Thutt went down with a third foul with 2 minutes left in the half, but they need to continue to get the ball inside. They also need to hit some of their outside shots. Dave Severance hit 1, and he's capable of hitting 2 or 3 in a row. That will be key for them. In order for Gordon to stay in the game and win the game, the Rule brothers, Jeff and Dennis, need to be hitting their outside shots as well to open up the middle. And Jim Mooney needs to continue his good play. How many points does he have for?
Jim Mooney has 9, Pete, in the first half. Dennis Rule with 7.
Yeah. He needs to continue to score because in the absence of Pete Akey, there goes about 18 to 20 points per game without him. So
and a lot of intensity.
Exactly. So I'm looking forward to this half.
Yeah, it should be good. The scoring was balanced for Artek. Franz with 9, Severance with 8, Cassidy with 8, Lars Larson with 3, Mike Thutt with 3. And here's Gordon Stamp with the ball. Jim LaValle for 2, misses. Jimmy Robbins almost comes up with it. Franz comes down, finds Dave Doubleday, who finds Lars Larson. Larson shoots 2, too long. Thutt could have been goaltending, but he got away with it. Could have been basket interference, and they jump out to a 33-28 lead.
It's a tough call. It's tough to really see that.
Let's face it, these refs don't see it very often, so it's real tough. Rule with a tough shot. Thutt may have gotten a piece. Robbins hustles. LaValle. And Blue will get the ball. That's Gordon Stamp. In the first half, Jim Mooney had 9, Dennis Rule 7, Jimmy Robbins 6, Chris Nunnick 4, and Colin Sadler 2 for 28. Thutt with the turnover. Severance finds Franz too far. Gives it up to Rule, and Severance, who's hustling all over, almost gets it. But Rule comes up with it. Now Robbins. Deflected out of bounds by Doubleday. 33-28. We're in the second half. 20:50 to play in the game. Running time down to the last 2 minutes of the Oldies-But-Goodies final. Lars Larson picks it off.
Here, Mike. They're intense on defense coming out for the second.
You're right, and Lars Larson just picked off another one.
Instead of playing defense from behind or fronting, they're really moving their feet on defense.
And Gordon's is in a much more passive 2-3, trying to contend with Thutt and Franz down low. Larson throws it up, knocked out of bounds. First Thutt, then Franz hit it, and Gordon Stamp will get it. Chris Nunnick checks in the game, who's had an impact in the first half. Up to Jimmy Robbins. It's a little bit of token pressure by Artek here, but they are picking it up. You're right, Pete. Severance Rule, a good matchup here. Rule stepped out but didn't get called. Pops it in and out. But Mooney hustling with Robbins. Franz gets called, and he's not too happy about it.
Well, I think he got him down low with the body. Up top, it looked pretty clean, but he did. I know it's a well, he got him with a body, but I think he really did down low. He bumped him a little bit.
Well, Paul's used to getting those calls too, so that's his classic move. So two of the best big men in the city go at each other. Mooney with 2. Hits the first. 33-29. Artek by 4 on Gordon's. Mooney misses the second.
Good
Tipped
hustle
out,
by
hustle.
Colin.
White ball, good hustle by both Larson and Sadler. Larson comes up with the call. Severance to Doubleday. Into Thutt. Thutt looking for Franz. Nunnick gets called. Calls on Nunnick. That will be his first and the team's first in the half, I believe. Severance launches. It's short.
Box out.
Jimmy Robbins to Sadler.
Excellent box out by Robbins.
And there goes Jimmy Robbins leading the break. He gets hammered by Dave Doubleday, and this time it gets called. That'll be Doubleday's second, and the second on the team in the second half. No shooting yet. Got a ways to go for that. Sadler throws it away. Both Robbins and Nunnick were there, and they both stopped. They both got confused. I'm not sure who it was for.
When in doubt, go for the ball.
When in doubt, throw it out, I guess. Dave Severance. Dennis Rule's had a strong game so far. Doubleday to Severance. Lars Larson spins. Throws it up, in and out, and Thutt and Franz.
Oh, boy.
Hustled by Robbins.
Hustling.
And Nunnick comes up with it.
It's great to see. Here's Mooney.
Colin Sadler looks for Mooney, but it's not there.
Oh.
Mooney comes up with it and lays it home.
Wow. Lars Larson's got in the passing lane.
He was
He's
there.
on the ball, but he just couldn't come up with it.
A little bit off balance. Franz finds Thutt. In and out. Thutt having a tough night tonight. 34, the foul again is on Nunnick. His second, team second. I think he's got both in the half. And Mike Thutt will shoot 2 from the line. He's 1 for 2 on the game. He hits the first. Thutt actually plays with Pete Akey in the Burlington Men's Summer League, doesn't he?
That's correct.
And,
in the Burlington Men's Basketball League at Memorial Auditorium.
And didn't you used to be on that team, Pete,
Yes,
a long time ago?
Yeah, I'm in retirement.
Retired to the broadcast booth. Thutt hits the second. Making life easier for all of us other hackers out there. 35-31. Artek up 4 on Gordon's. Cotter looks, finds Robbins, nice feed, and Larson has to foul him.
That was an excellent seal by Robbins. Sealed his man, Lars Larson, who was a little bigger than him, but not as strong, and it was a good entry pass.
Yep, Cotter showed patience. He didn't find him right away, but he did throw in a nice, strong bounce pass. Cotter takes it out to Jeff Rule, Dennis Rule's brother. Rule to Dennis Rule. Got the Rule brothers before we had the Taft brothers.
They rule from time to time.
You're the poet laureate of the Burlington Men's League, Pete. Cassidy looks for Severance, and too tall.
That young
will
lady
come
wants
back.
to get on the court. I think she must be a ball player. The one walking on the baseline.
Well, I bet you she was at some of the Lady Cats, the women's basketball team at University of Vermont, undefeated 29-0.
I saw them last night.
Thutt collects. Willie Duncan.
I think there might be.
And he does. Thutt makes him pay. He's got 6 on the half, 9 in the game. 37-31 opens up a 6-point lead with 15 minutes to go in the game. Robbins, nice move, spins, can't convert.
You know, Mike, they say
Franz.
a dunk is still worth 2 points, just like a regular field goal. But it's that emotion that usually comes with a dunk that really turns the tide sometimes. Let's see what happens here.
And in the Oldie-But-Goodies league, it's the shock. Cassidy hits a layup from Franz. And we're going to look at a timeout from Gordon Stamp.
The old Mo is going in favor of Artek.
It sure is. We've got a 39-31 lead for Artek. They've opened up an 8-point lead with 15-23 to play in the game. This is the finals of the Burlington Parks and Recreation Oldie-But-Goodies League, known to the players as the NBA. And Pete, what does Gordon's have to do to turn this around? Other than get Pete Akey back from Colorado.
they need to slow down the momentum of Artec right now. And a way to do that is to go to their key people inside. Mooney would be the key person right now inside. They need to be patient, and if the three's there, take the three. The Rule brothers are in right now, both of them. And if they have the open three, I mean, that could get them, not forcing the three, but really taking a nice sweet three, and they could do that. They need not panic right now. There's plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Dennis Rule with the ball. Man-to-man still for Artec. The pressure D has helped in the second half. Into Jeff Rule.
Whoa.
Pardon me, Dennis Rule. And he's fouled. And the foul is on Mike Lyman, number 44. His first, the team's fourth. And it's going to be a shooting foul for number 24, Dennis Rule. He'll have 2 at the line. Trying to cut into this 8-point lead with 14:49 to go. And he does. He hits the first. 39-32, Artec up by 7. Short on the second. He knew it too, but Robbins comes up with it and converts.
3-point turnaround right there, Mike. It's a 5-point game now.
He's been making those kind of hustling plays all night. Lyman with the ball again. And I think right now we've got Artec with some of their subs in, so this is really an opportunity for Gordons to cut in. He's got Mooney on a foul. Franz made a spin move, and Mooney was called for the foul. I think, to be honest, Pete, that the refs have a hard time refereeing the low post game. It's really tough to call.
It's one of the points of emphasis in the NCAA and National Federation officiating organization is points of emphasis down low. It's extremely difficult. Yes.
Jimmy Robbins with another board. He's got at least 10 in the game. Jeff Rule comes up and down. Wasn't sure what he wanted to do.
Lifted that pivot foot just a tad.
Yep. And that's another one. Even if you don't do it, it looks like you did it, so it doesn't matter. Burlington to Severance to Lyman. Looking for Franz. Lyman very patient. Severance looking for Franz. Burlington not afraid to take the three. Short, off Cassidy, and it's going to be Gordon Stamp down 5, 13:20 to play.
Skip hasn't really played that much tonight. I don't know. He usually plays more than he does. I don't know.
And here comes Dennis Rule on the floor with his brother Jeff at guard. Guarded by Severance, tries to take him. Does. Hits the little, nope, short, pardon me. A lot of banging under there, but it's going to stay down here. Gordon Stamp down 5, 13 minutes to play. Robbins looks. Finds Dennis Rule. And Nunnick is called for an offensive foul. They lose possession. His third, the team's fourth in the half. And I honestly didn't see that. And again, that's kind of like the 3-second call in the Burlington League. You don't see those off-the-ball calls very often. Artec by 5. Burlington. Severance. Looks for Franz. Mooney intercepts, but back to Burlington. Severance finds Franz. Misses. Robbins, it's a break.
Out front.
Jeff Rule. Good D there by Severance, but LaValle saves, and he falls over Mike Cassidy. Hits the hoop and wanted to call, but...
Good hustle by Jim LaValle getting down the court.
Yep.
You know, he plays a 4 or 5 position and forward, and he comes down and...
Makes the play. Cassidy finds Franz, and he walked. He walked, that's right.
Excellent.
He bobbled and he walked.
Mr. Finnegan, excellent call.
Not even Paul Franz argued on that one. Amazing. Here's Jeff Rule to brother Dennis, the black belt, into Jimmy Robbins. And a little ticky-tacky foul on Burlington there, number 22. That is his first on the game. Team's 5th, 2 more to the bonus. They have 4 on the score. Now they have 5 on the scoreboard. So they're chipping away. They've actually cut into the lead. It was 39-31. Now it's 39-36. Artec still by 3 over Gordon Stamp. Sadler, Jim Mooney in the corner, thinks about it, finds Robbins, and another travel. Robbins not happy, gets a warning, gets a tee. Gets a tee. And the clock is still running. Is that right,
That's
Pete?
correct. That's the general procedure in the league, though, is that once a tee occurs, the clock does run.
And Jimmy Robbins, who plays with a lot of intensity, there maybe it got the best of him because I think he had a point to make. He made it, but he kept making it.
Yeah.
Franz hits the first of the technical, and they had cut the lead to 3 then, so that was not a great time. Franz with the second.
They get 2 free throws and
the ball. They had lost possession anyway on that play,
but what happens here? It could be a 4.
But they were really coming back.
9:36 before this.
Yep, and now it happened with 11 minutes to play. Mike Cassidy, who's been hot, short. Jimmy Robbins, still a lot of intensity. Off he goes.
Nice pass.
Finds Rule and gets 2. So the intensity pays off there. A lot of times a player will get a technical and really be taken out of his game, but obviously that didn't happen to Robbins. Cassidy, travels. He dragged his foot. 3-point game. Gordons has a chance to get 2 or 3. Could even tie the game with a 3-pointer. 9:45 to play in the game. We're at the Oldies-But-Goodies final at Burlington High School. Gordon Stamp against Artec. Jim LaValle for Gordon Stamp in blue. To Colin Sadler. Back to Jim LaValle. He launches one short. Paul Franz collects. Gets it off to Cassidy. Mike Thutt, Dave Severance. Behind the back pass, Colin Sadler. Connor helps out. Mike Cassidy. Some patience here by Artec. No reason to hurry. Franz open for a moment. Finds Cassidy. A nice touch by Mike Cassidy. 12 for the game. 4 in the second half for Cassidy. 43-38 Artec. 5-point lead. Gordon Stamp with the ball in blue. Jeff Rule launches, forces that one. Franz comes up with it. Cotter almost comes away, but Franz is just too wide. Mike Lyman to Dave Severance. A little pressure now. All over the floor, and it pays off. Cotter picks it off. Jim LaValle. Thutt almost got there. So a little surprise pressure there. I think that's the first time all game we've seen pressure from Gordon Stamp, and it really paid off.
Other than Severance, Artec really doesn't have any ball handlers out there. I mean, it might be something they might continue to do throughout this latter part of the second half.
Yep, could be. Cotter doubles. Rule with the 3. Almost gets it. Thutt skies. Strong rebound by Mike Thutt. Artec a 5-point lead and the ball. 8 minutes to go in the game. Dave Severance looks it over. Cassidy open. Pops from the corner, and he hits. He's been hot all night. 14 points for Mike Cassidy, shooting well over 50%. And it's a 7-point lead now, so that technical certainly didn't help him.
Nice move.
Mooney misses, but collects and follows. Jim Mooney, 5 in the second half, 14 in the game. 5-point lead. Artec with the ball and the lead.
He needs to score down the stretch for the
Mike Cassidy at the top of the key. Jeff Rule knew it. He tried to pick the pocket of Mike Cassidy, but wasn't able to do it. First foul for him, 5th on the team in the half, according to my unofficial book. Very unofficial. 7 minutes running time. 5-point lead for Artec, 45-40. Dave Severance will take the ball out of bounds. Mike Cassidy. Severance thinks about it. Back to Cassidy. Severance open for the 3 if he wants it. Mike Thutt open. And gets his own rebound, lays it in. Mike Thutt. I was distracted there by the sound effects of Jim Mooney.
That was a strong move by Thutt. Very strong.
Bob Cotter looks, finds Chris Nunnick. Deflected by Thutt.
He's really...
Thutt has had a lot of deflections and at least 3 blocks. Thrown up high by Paul Franz to Severance. Brings it out wisely. 6:15 in the game, 7-point lead. Franz on Mooney. Oh, what a late pass.
Looks like the old Statue of Liberty play there for a second.
Severance to Thutt.
Nice call.
Foul before any shot.
Thutt's really coming to play here in this last 8 minutes or so.
And the foul is on Chris Nunnick, who's picked them all up in this half, I think. His fourth, team 6, which means they'll be shooting on the next one for the rest of the ball game. Thrown away, but Mike Cassidy came up with it. He's mugged by Colin Sadler. Sadler's second, team 7th, and we're going to be shooting, I believe. Yeah, we're going to be shooting 1-1. Mike Cassidy on the line. 14 points in the ball game. Mostly short jumpers, but he's hit them. Shooting the front end of a 1-1. And he hits it. He'll get another try. He's got 15 points in the game. He can put them up by 9 with 5 minutes to go in the game. And he does. Nothing but net for Mike Cassidy.
Shooting tonight from the free throw line and from the 10 to 15 foot area on the court.
Yep, he's had a great game. They may be, this may be their biggest lead. 9-point lead, 49-40.
Ooh,
he's
man.
pushed. Doesn't go. Severance was on the line, out of bounds. Rule might have forced that one up a little bit. Severance really played tough D on him. Jimmy Robbins finds Sadler. Sadler finds Nunnick. Nunnick fakes again. Really a nice move. Doesn't go. Sadler hustling, but Larson comes away. He's got Thutt.
Alley-oop, maybe?
And he finds him. Lays it home.
Nice pass by Larson.
Some real patience there. Mike Thutt, big difference in the second half. 10 points, only 3 in the first half, so 11-point lead now, and they're in trouble, and another turnover. Rule might have gotten fouled, no call. Larson, but Jimmy Robbins hustling, picks it away, 4-on-1. Look away to Rule, give it to Robbins, real nice play. Very unselfish. 10 points for Robbins in the game. And now Artek slows it down. 51-42, 9-point lead. Might be a little early to take the air out of the ball. Nice behind the back dribble. Finds Franz, who gets hammered by Mooney. I don't think we'll have an argument that time. Paul Franz saw lane, and he was wide open, and he can turn this into an 11-point lead. Now, Pete, 3:25 to go in the game. I think this would be a good time to call a timeout, because the clock runs, and this is going to cost them about 30 seconds. They're down 9. It's sort of like football.
20 seconds.
Sort of like football. Franz
They have 2
hits the
2
first.
in the second half, Mike. They have 2 in the second half.
Right, but I think it's like football, taking the timeout before the 2-minute warning, because you've got a chance here to save some time, and time is your enemy right now.
Teams exercise that right. Yeah.
Yep. Paul Franz hits both. 53-42. Just one? Pardon me. I think, did he hit both or one? I think he hit both.
Yes, sir.
53-42. Rule forces. And that was deflected by Lars Larson, but the ref did not see it, and so it's going to go to Artek, and that might be a death knell. 53-42. Thutt with the ball finds Burlington, who finds Severance. Now there's really no hurry. 2.5 minutes. 11-point lead for Artek with the ball. Off the foot. Off the foot of Severance. May have gone off Rule. We couldn't really see.
Well,
But
I tell you, it's difficult to see from this area. I think
sure
the
is.
Reds are doing an excellent job.
11. And here goes Rule launching long. A little bit of desperation now. Thutt controlling. And he's really had a great second half on both ends. Severance, Franz all alone, and they're just going to wait and wait. 2 minutes to play. Thutt grabs it away from Severance. Robbins hustling, almost forces a turnover. Burlington, and Rule finally fouls him. Something they got to think about doing now. That'll put him on the line 1-1, 1:51 to play. Artek shooting with an 11-point lead, 53-42. And that's Burlington on the line will have a 1-1. Still got to make your free throws, though. And he hits it.
And Gordon's, what they've got to do is they've got to continue to put Artek on the free throw line. And
Quickly.
Yes. And Artek is a pretty,
He hits them
pretty
both.
good shooting free throw team.
Sure looks that way. 13-point lead, 55-42, and another turnover goes to Severance, and he's maybe hurrying more than he has to now. Burlington pulls up. finds Franz. Franz holds it. Dipsy-do, gives it up to Thut. Thut couldn't wait. And he gets fouled by Dennis Rule. Maybe not a great play, but at this point it probably doesn't matter much. Up 13, 1:33 to play. Dave Severn sits down, had a fine game. Takes a seat next to Mike Cassidy, who also had a fine game. And now Paul Franz sits. So 3 of the guys who really made it possible for Artec. So with 1:33 to go, Mike Thut can build the lead. He'll shoot 2. Hits the first one, and he'll have another.
Yeah, Mike has really been the difference here in the second half.
He really has. He has 11 points. This would be 12. He has his 12th point, only 3 in the first half, but that really doesn't tell the whole story. He's had blocks, he's had deflections, he's had a lot of defensive boards. Jeff Rule almost hits the prayer. Lars Larson in a hurry for some reason. Burlington saves it to Mike Lyman, who wisely pulls it out. Burlington, I think, wants to shoot, but he gives it. Thut definitely wants to shoot.
Well, I think he knew that.
Yeah, he knew he was going to get fouled.
Trying to get to 2 instead of 1 away.
Yep. And Jeff Rule fouls him, and they're going to be shooting 1 and 1 here on in, needless to say. Thut from the line today is 5 of 6, so he's been effective there, too. He's got 1 and 1. Hits the first, no problem, no problem. He's got 1 to go. And this one, for all intents and purposes, is over. 58-42, 1:14 to play. He hits the second. 59-42, a 17-point lead with 1:14 to play.
And the difference has been the big man play inside. It really
Rule short, and Thut comes down with it again, and again he's fouled by one of the Rule brothers, Jeff Rule. That'll be his 4th, and the team is well into the bonus now, and so Thut, who may be our Miller Lite MVP player of the game. It's going to be a tough call, but he'll have another chance at a 1 and 1 with 1:08 to play. Hits the first. 8 of 9 for the game, so he's been really effective there. A little bit like Christian Leitner. Alonzo Mourning, effective at the free throw line for a big man. Hits that one too, why not? 9 for 10. 61-42, and it's opened up to a 19-point lead. It was a lot closer than that most of the way, and I want to tell you something, Pete, as Rule hoists one.
Hit one of those all day.
And you know what the turning point here was, Pete? It was that technical. Finally, they do hit a 3 and for some reason call a timeout because they've seen it on television. But I think the critical thing here was actually the technical by Jimmy Robbins. They had cut it to 3, 30, I believe it was 39-36. And
but if we remember, the point differential as a result of that technical, it was a mute point. It was 0-0
well,
at that time.
But my point is,
it happens with the momentum. That's what you're trying to.
Yeah, because basically since then. Artec has gone on about a 22-4 run since that point in the game, so I think we've really got to look at that as a turning point. We were in a tight game right up to that point. Colin Sadler maybe hoping against hope here, 61-45, 52 seconds to play.
My question, I'm getting back to that about the technical here. My question,
sure.
Was it coincidental that happened at the juncture when the point spread became more of a point spread, or do you think that really affected the play?
Well, I'm of the school that kind of stuff really affected the play, but we'll never know really. That's the real answer. LaValle steps back.
Might be on a line there. I don't know.
Misses. Sadler hustles, throws up a double pump, and I think Mike Lyman got him.
Yep. Wasn't a smart foul. He was out of control.
That's right. Well, also, right now you got to let him score. Who cares?
Exactly.
Let the clock run.
41 seconds left.
I guess a team can come from.
16-point differential.
Sadler has a chance to cut it. Hits the first, little hop on the shot. Gets another. Oh, he intentionally misses, and I think you got to hit the rim or it doesn't count.
Just hit the rim.
And I think you should hit the free throws at that point. I'm not sure that's a great play.
Yep.
Mike Thutt wide open.
No, we don't.
Oh, hustling play by Rule, and Thutt gets lucky because Artek is going to come up with the ball, but terrific play by Dennis Rule, who is not giving up by any means.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Thutt continues to go to the line.
He does, and I keep thinking Dennis Rule is a black belt, and I'm not sure what he's going to do next, but he'd probably hold his own against Mike Thutt, wouldn't he? Thutt again shooting two.
Hustling play. It's no intention of any bodily harm here.
Thutt finally misses. He'd hit 8 in a row in the second half. Missed the front end, and here comes Gordon Stamp. Jeff Rule, short. Thutt comes down with it. And Dennis Rule fouls. His fourth. He'll go shoot 1-and-1 with 27 seconds left.
Thutt has really stepped up his game in his halftime. We've got to consult our board for the player of the game selection, but...
Who is our board, by the way?
The board consists of you and myself.
Oh, it's a two-man board.
And the cameraman, Scott.
Yeah,
Waterman.
we should give our thanks to our crack cameraman, Scott Waterman. He's done a great job on all these games, and we really do thank him very much for that. Mike Thutt hits the front end, and he hits the back end.
He's hitting the free throws when they count. All along.
And he's dominated. Dennis Rule short again. Dave Doubleday, and Rule has fouled out of the game. He knows it too. He takes a seat. Bob Cotter comes in. 21 seconds to play, 63-46. Artek over Gordon Stamp. This one all but in the book. Dave Doubleday at the line. He'll shoot 1-and-1. Doesn't matter much. And the winner of the finals of the Burlington League, as he hits the first of two, the front end of the 1-and-1. We're here at the Oldies-But-Goodies, the Burlington Parks and Recreation Department. NBA Finals, and it's going to be Artek over Gordon Stamp. And Doubleday hits them both. Bobby Cotter hoists one. Off the side.
Welcome back, Cotter.
Gabe Kaplan, I think, was the guy. Lars Larson, will he shoot it? 8 seconds. He gives it up to Mike Lyman, who will shoot the three. Misses, and that's all she wrote.
I don't think that'll count.
So, final score of 65-46, a 19-point win for Artek over Gordon Stamp in the finals of the men's NBA, the Oldies-But-Goodies, Burlington Parks and Recreation, and our most valuable player, without question, is Mike Thutt, who's making his way up through the crowd, so to speak. Stops to take a drink out of a plastic bag, out of a paper bag. But he really had a great game. He had a struggling first half, only 3 points, a hoop, and a free throw. In the second half, 4 hoops. He was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 11 from the foul line, a la Christian Leitner and other big men. And Pete Selkowitz is now going to interview him. He's our most valuable player.
Mike, great second half. Excellent second half. What did you guys talk about in the halftime? Did you talk about possibly getting it inside a little more? Was that part of the game plan, or you just did what you normally do?
I think we were trying to move the ball around a little bit more in the second half, and trying to work it into Paul or myself to get the easy two. Or they were backing off us on the zone a little bit, so we were looking for the open 10-foot jumper. So it worked out pretty well.
You shot, was it 11 for 12 from the free throw line, Mike? Have you been practicing your free throws lately, or?
Well, I've been on the line quite a bit this year, so I got a lot of practice during this regular season in the Burlington League and the Over 30 League. So.
You guys played really well tonight, but Gordon's a key player for Gordon's a good buddy of yours. I know you play with him in the Rice Lumber League, with the Rice Lumber League in the Burlington League is Pete Akey. Did you miss him out there tonight?
I think it would have been a totally different game with Pete Akey out there. I think it would have been a lot closer, and I think Gordon's was really hurt by not having Pete on the team. But I think we still would have pulled it out.
That's right.
Like we did in the regular season against Gordon's by 1.
Okay, Mike, excellent game. Congratulations on the MVP of the league.
Thanks a lot, Pete.
So Artec wins the men's final, the Burlington Parks and Recreation. We have Charlie Claudio, the commissioner of the league, the Oldies-But-Goodies League, to make a presentation first to Gordon Stamp and Engraving, Colin Sadler, doing the honors.
Great. Colin, last year your team won the ABA championship, and this year you made it all the way to the NBA championship, but maybe we'll come back next year and do it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Go ahead.
You want to say a few words about the game tonight, Colin?
Well, I think they beat us underneath. They had a bigger front court. Like Mike said, we miss Pete Akey a great deal. I hope you're having fun Pete skiing. Hopefully next year we can come back and duplicate what we did this year. You know?
Hey, Colin, here's a plaque symbolizing your runner-up for this year. Thanks for your participation on behalf of the Parks and Rec Department.
Thank you, John.
Freeze frame.
All right, Colin.
And now for the winners from Artec. Commissioner of the Oldies-But-Goodies League, Charlie Claudio, will make the presentation to whoever wants to step up and take it for Artec. Norm Burlington.
Thank you. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Charlie.
Great. Skip.
Really appreciate it. It's good to be back. We'll see you again next year. Same time, same place. I'm making a prediction. We won't be quite the same team, but we'll be back.
So Norm Burlington, the Pat Riley of the Burlington Oldies-But-Goodies League. And that's it for tonight.
T-shirts, we remember your team.
I know they got a more masculine color this year, I guess. Very good. Fittingly so.
He's also the Frank Layden of the Oldies-But-Goodies League.
Fill a lot of roles.
So Artec wins by 1965-46. They beat Gordon Stamp in the finals of the Burlington High School Oldies-But-Goodies League. And so until next year, this is Mike Kniff for Pete Selkowitz.
I had my sweatpants on.
And Norm Burlington says Mike Thutt had his sweatpants on for what that's worth. But for the Burlington Parks League, I'm Mike Kniff with Pete Selkowitz, and we'll see you next year.